The Indiana State Museum has about 350 paintings by T.C. Steele in the collection, as well as numerous drawings and prints and letters written by Steele to his peers. And this collection was bequeathed to the state of Indiana by Selma Newbacher Steele, Theodore Clement Steele's second wife. He passed away in 1926, and Selma lived until 1945, and at which point we received the collection. Several times a year, we take paintings to Barry Bauman in Chicago. He treats our paintings and conserves them and helps restore them to as close as their original beauty as possible. And when he's finished treating the paintings, he gives us a call to let us know it's time to pick them up. And this instance was very special. I remember thinking it was going to be a typical phone call from Barry to say, the paintings are ready, it's time to pick them up. However, he said to me, "Meredith, have I got a story for you?" I said, "Okay, Barry, I'm listening." And that's when he told me that while treating the 1887 painting, An Old Garden, he removed the tacks that fixed the canvas to the stretcher beneath it, peeled the canvas away, and found a second painting by T.C. Steele underneath.
I have probably removed tens of thousands of pictures in my career from a stretcher, and never once, up until now, has there ever been a painting underneath another painting. People do not know who did the restoration work when they go to a museum or gallery. But for a conservator to be involved into the history of art, to have the painting on your easel, to be completely involved with the finished effect of that canvas is a personal reward for me. It's something you cannot put into words.
He did have to do a lot of treatment to both paintings. Both of them were yellowed and cracked, and that's something that he typically has to correct or repair when we give him our paintings.
You know, sometimes people say, well, what's involved in the treatment of a picture? And usually there's three areas. The first one is the cleaning, the removal of the dirt and grime, varnish, and older restoration work. The second area is the structural work, where oftentimes you have to repair tears or put a canvas on the back of an old, fragile canvas to give it more support. We call that a lining process. Oftentimes the old stretcher has to be replaced because it's become warped over time. And then the third area is the final effects, the visual work at the end. That has to do with the in-painting, the compensation of loss areas, and also the varnishing. Varnishes are normally applied clear in the past, but would yellow and darken with age. So because of that, the conservator is justified to remove the varnish as part of the cleaning.
This 1890 painting helps us learn more about T.C. Steele as an artist and what he was painting at this point in his career. And it matches and complements other paintings in our collection. The woman that is depicted in the painting in the black dress and the red bonnet, this is not the first time that he has painted a subject like that before. But what's interesting about this is we know that T.C. Steele painted in Delaware County and Jennings County in 1890. We know this from letters that he was writing back and forth to his family. However, we can't find a building in either of those counties that matched that tower in the painting. And so that just lends more to the mystery, and now we're wondering, well, where else was he painting at this time? And we're hoping that maybe more letters or more primary sources will help us be able to pinpoint where he was at this particular time in history.